Does the MLB have the best All-Star Game festivities compared to other leagues? I'm Jacob Bumpas with your daily sports break here on KMHT 103.9 FM and ESPN 1450 AM and 96.9 FM. With the MLB All-Star break behind us, we can finally put the argument to sleep on which sport has the best All-Star Game and festivities. And folks, I'll be the first to say it. At one time, I would have told you without a doubt the NBA had all the other leagues beat, especially with events like the three-point contest and the dunk contest. But as of late, the NBA All-Star Game has been such a bore to watch. There's no defense whatsoever, and it's just an offensive overload, which doesn't make for a good watch. The players just jog up and down the court, not getting back on D after shots, and you can just tell that the players could care less, and they don't take it very seriously. And I know for a fact that wasn't always the case. At one time, the All-Star Game for the NBA was held in high regard during the Michael Jordan era, when there were some years that the game would go down to the wire and both sides were putting their blood, sweat, and tears into it. And even worse, the NBA has made rule changes to the game where it's no longer the East versus the West. Instead, now there's team captains and they get to choose their squad for the game. Now, as cool as I was for a little while, it has gotten a little old, especially since the players don't have much to play for anymore, allowing them to put on a little bit of a lazy show. And don't even get me started on the Pro Bowl for the NFL. I don't even count that as an All-Star game anymore. It's just a bunch of grown men playing a mediocre game of flag football. You can't tell me that there's anyone out there that's just dying to get their family together and turn that on. Now that brings me to the MLB, which has an All-Star game and festivities that have stood the test of time and consistently stays competitive year in and year out. And this past MLB All-Star Game on Fox had 7.6 million viewers worldwide, which is officially the most watched All-Star event in sports to date all time. And when you think about it, that's pretty easy to do when you have big-name stars like Shohei Ohtani, Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, and Juan Soto playing their hearts out, making a 3-hour baseball game entertaining and watchable. It also helped that this year the NL starting pitcher was rookie superstar Paul Skeens, who has taken the baseball world by storm with his impressive start to his career. So you already know people were going to tune in to watch him go head-to-head with Judge and Soto, some of the best hitters that the AL has to offer. And let's be honest, the Home Run Derby is a top-tier all-star event for any sport, and it usually racks in a lot of viewers and fans to watch the biggest sluggers in the game hit the long ball. It's just hard not to take baseball seriously. There is no such thing as a laid-back baseball game, which is why we don't see a boring offense overload with no defense during the All-Star game. That's just not how the game works, and I think the MLB players have a little bit more heart than that. For many years to come, the MLB All-Star game is always going to be hard to compete with. That I can assure you of. With your daily sports break, I'm Jacob Bumpas.